Well, hello there. And this is Auntie. And I am here with an exclusive interview with Alex and Caroline from You, Me, and My Ex. Y'all, I am so excited, and I hope that you are too. We'll be right back. Okay? Yay!
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that's everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Well, hi, everybody, and I am back. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. And shout out to those members of mine. Y'all, I am so excited about bringing these my guest to you all. As you all know, on Discovery Channel Plus on TLC, there is a new show called You, Me, and My Ex. And we have been covering it for the last couple of weeks. And this particular couple, Alex and Caroline, I absolutely love them. Now, as you all know, I have not been doing interviews for years. So, you know, I have got to love them to bring them to the channel. Family, without further ado, I am introducing Alex and Caroline. Hi!
Hello. We are so excited.
Oh my
So excited.
goodness. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I seriously got chill bumps, okay? Now, we have been behind the scenes getting
Thank you.
together. Y'all, don't they look nice? Take a picture, bitch. Take a picture. Okay? Oh my God.
Exclusive.
How are you all doing today?
Great. We
Wonderful.
are doing great. It's a nice, humid day here in Atlanta.
Oh, it's so hot, but we're good.
I'm telling you, y'all look so fly. Is that a Fenty shirt that you have on?
It is.
And
It
a
It
is.
tracksuit.
is Fendi. And you know, I've got to ask whether or not that is a jogger.
Well, you know, if it's Alex, it's not Alex if it's not a jogger. So it is. It is. It is.
He's always in tracksuits.
Yeah, and Caroline, I must say, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank
Doesn't
you so
she?
much.
Yes, I
you.
love your
Thank you.
hair
From
like
both.
that. You're just beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
So we got a super chat.
I think so, too.
Thank you, Kenya. Kayana. I'm hoping I didn't mess your name up. For the $10 super chat. Thank you, boo.
Kiana.
Yes, they are. They say they're a beautiful couple. None said, Alex and Caroline, love you both. Tracy H said, they are so adorable. Miss Betty said, OMG, love it. Oh,
Thank you.
E.B.
Well, thank you
said,
guys. We love
Surprise,
y'all, too.
surprise. Yeah.
she said she's glowing. Okay. Tracy S.H. said she's a natural beauty. Yes, she is.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my, so do y'all have anything for Alex? Okay, Alex is looking.
Where's your tracksuit from? I have my own question.
No, it's all about you.
Oh, they said looking in love. So I want to start off by saying congratulations to the two of you all. I saw that there was a feature in a magazine where the two of you are what?
We are engaged.
Oh, my nails are so bad though. Should have done a manicure.
It has been
But
such
yes.
a pleasure to watch your journey to this engagement. I'm telling you, Alex, I have week after week the love that you have for Caroline. Like,
Isn't he the
absolutely,
best?
it comes through the screen. It is so tangible. I mean, when you're crying, like, you know, I'm crying with you. Like, the love that you all have for one another. And being a man, Alex, you are really transparent about your feelings. You're in touch with your feelings. You don't mind sharing your feelings. And that, I think that is what makes me so endearing to both of you, because you're very open about your relationship. So thank you so much for doing this show, for being willing to do the show, to let us see that kind of love.
Well, thank you.
Is
When we,
Caroline
when
crying?
we,
No.
we're emotional people, but no, when we decided to do the show, we like sat out and like said, if we're gonna do this, like we want to be just open and honest in ourselves and let the chips fall where they may. So we are super excited.
We're not actors, but thank you for the compliment.
And we love that people genuinely love us. So
yeah, I think our authenticity kind of comes through the screen. Like, we're not trying to be something that's not true to ourselves.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't fake it.
Right. At least not for this long. It's been over 2 years.
And you can't fake the highs and lows of the relationship. We get an opportunity to see you all on the high. We get an opportunity to see you on the low. And we get an opportunity to see you interact with your family. And that has been authentic.
Too authentic.
Okay. That has been authentic.
Cheers.
That is probably the most stressful time to film.
That was
filming
the
with families.
worst.
Yeah,
That was the worst.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot because it's family and it's reality. So yeah, there is a camera crew there, but you know your family is just always gonna be your family. So you're just always like.
And there was like no interruption. Like, it was literally just like a conversation the entire time. No butting in of like any other outside. Literally just horribly awkward conversation.
Long, just natural moments with family. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
I love y'all. I'm telling you, I absolutely love you all. I have some questions. I'm going to try to bring those questions up and ask so that we can have some order, because I'm sure that there are things that they want to know. My subbies and my members, I'm sure that they want to know some things. So I've sent you some questions in advance, and I want to ask those. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that is a level of respect from Auntie, because I never send advanced questions.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Never.
You can't reveal all your secrets, though. So I hope there's like a bonus question.
A wild card question?
A wild card, yeah.
Oh, well, there may be.
You're so hot in that tracksuit.
So I wanted to ask the first question I wanted to ask, and I'm not sure if this was covered on the show, but how long have you all been officially together as a couple?
It'll be over 2 years. It'll be 2.5 in October. So.
Okay. And so did the show approach you, or did you all approach the show?
So we approached the show kind of.
It was a casting.
It was a casting.
Alex and I used to work together.
We were in the same office.
He did very little work.
I came across a random casting call. We were like, let's see.
He read it out loud. I was like, oh, that sounds like you and Steve. And me.
And I think after we submitted our application,
like
we
15 minutes later.
We got a call from the producers like 45 minutes later. Yeah. So
it was very
like that.
Yeah.
So do me a favor. There is a time lapse between when you're speaking and when it's coming out. So go out and then come right back. You got the link? Do you have the link right in front of you? Go out and come right back in.
Okay.
We'll see.
Y'all, aren't they cute? Oh my God. They are so cute. I love how she accepts him without judgment. You don't see that often. Steve needs to give them space. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try to fix that lag now. I'm going to have them come back in and we're going to finish it up. You know, when you're doing live TV, you know, sometimes the stuff like that happens. And so we want to add them back in.
It's all our fault.
Now it's right on schedule. All right, subscribers. Okay, y'all come down. Now their mouths is going to be matching, okay? So you said that you saw a casting call, you called them, and then they were back on your phone in 45 minutes.
So so it was like a email casting call. So I just submitted application that just asked like generic questions. And 45 minutes after submitting it, they called us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So how has your life changed since you've been on the show?
None at all.
Yeah.
Really?
Our lives are still very normal. We're just normal. I always like to say we are just normal people who have part-time jobs on TV.
So nobody recognizes you like in the store or shopping?
So mask really helps. So
they also really help my resting bitch face. So I'm always in a mask.
But sometimes we've been approached a few times. Recently
at the airport, which was interesting.
Okay, so what happened at the airport?
We were just drinking margaritas. This man walked by again.
This guy then stops and like leans over the railing and is like,
hello.
Are you all on that show? You were like,
oh my
margarita.
That's us. That is us. So
he said we were his favorite, but I don't know if that was just like what you tell someone when you meet them.
I think that's just what people say to
people. I think that is too. You're my favorite. I don't know your name, so I'm not going to say it. But
okay.
No, not you.
So now I had another question. We talked. One of the questions was, "What is the status of your relationship?" So we saw on the last episode that the two of you all got engaged. Caroline, did you expect anything? Did you suspect anything?
I was expecting him to ask me, but I didn't know when, where, how, if cameras would be there, which was a whole added stress factor. But it turned out beautifully, and it was more incredible than I could have ever imagined.
Did you get the cat?
We did. We got a new cat. I'll grab her.
Okay, let's see the cat. Did this cat come as a result of the engagement? Did you get the cat that same day?
So actually, by the time we were done with filming and the proposal and everything, we were actually about to leave and head back home. Somebody had dropped off this cat, and we decided to go ahead and adopt her. So you don't see it on the show, but yes, we did get her. that day.
Oh, what's her name? Engaged?
No, it is she's named Dorit, which is based off of Garcelle from the Real Housewives fish.
Oh,
who was named after the person
find out
Dorit.
you like Dorit.
So Dorit.
Okay, so
it's
tell me
Dorito
why
without
you
the O.
why y'all like Dorit? Because of her fashion sense? And whose idea was this? Was this Alex's idea?
I think that was. I don't think Dorit was my idea. I think Dorit was your idea.
No, it was not my idea.
Dorit was definitely your idea.
I wanted what was it?
I don't know, but we settled on it because when we looked up the meaning, Dorit actually means gift from God.
Yeah, so we thought that was beautiful.
Oh,
yeah. Perfect little princess. So.
When she wants to be.
Katarina's here too, but
not
social.
Oh, she not? Has she
Katarina.
taken to the new cat?
Yes, they're best friends.
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, wait a minute. Let me bring up my questions because I want to stay on point.
Okay.
So one of the questions that I wanted to ask was on the episode. We saw the two of you all as you were going through this process of talking to your families. The first family that we saw was Alex's family, who was off the hizzle for shizzle. Okay.
When I tell you that ain't nothing, you're like, that won't nothing.
So now that you are engaged, how has your family, Alex, reacted to this?
Well,
yeah, I mean, everybody's reacted well. My mother really loves Caroline. My mother and Caroline get along well. You guys don't see my mother on the show. Maybe you'll see her later in life. But no, my dad has always been very, what's the appropriate word? I just feel like self-centered. So it's just always about him. He's just always about him. So he could probably care less either way. He just knows he's gonna have to probably come off of some money. But he's too busy with his 20-year-old girlfriend. And Jessica and Caroline get along well. We often hang out with them.
His sister Jessica.
Yes, my sister Jessica. Hang out with her and the babies. So yeah, no, I mean, family-wise, it's all good.
We are good
individually, but we have yet to bring the families together. So.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Caroline, how's your mom now? Your mom was like, "Oh, I thought you told me he was gay." So how has your mother taken to this?
My mother is doing well. She loves and supports both of us, and I think we're at a good place. I think personally, I understand my mother to a little bit more of a degree than I did prior to the show, just because it's weird to watch it back and be like, you know what, that's cathartic. I feel like she knows how I feel. I didn't have to tell her directly, so we're good.
Did we get the mother in the tracksuit?
No. She won't do it. She won't do it.
We actually don't say she won't do it. We were talking to her the other night, and she said she will do a tracksuit as long as it's designer and true to her. So there's still hope. There's still hope when we were on the patio. Mm-hmm. So there's hope. There's hope. We'll see.
Maybe.
Now your mother, Caroline, your mother was very interesting because she is an author. Can you just explain that?
My mother is a lot of things. She does PR. She writes. She has written a book. It has not been published. She's very talented.
Okay, because I know that there was something that you mentioned about her. Whether it was I don't know if it was a blog site or
that's her. It has not been published, but she's self-published. Shelf Life of a Trophy Wife.com if you're interested. And it's basically about her experience as a.
It's just her life story, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
someone who's had multiple marriages, lost everything, had everything,
lost everything,
lost
had
everything again. Yeah.
Wow. You know,
It's a
you
lot.
hear a
It's a
lot of
miracle I turned out
successful.
normal.
There are a lot of successful people who have experienced loss multiple times before a final success.
Mhm.
Right? So I don't want to experience loss, but but it may be part of. Well, I have experienced loss in my life, right? But I just remember that you had mentioned something about it, and when I did the review on it, I didn't know whether or not I should touch it or not. So I just wanted to ask you
no,
about
she's
it.
proud of it. It's beautifully written, well crafted. I personally, it's a little too sex involved for me to read about my mom.
It's a TMI.
Yeah, it's I don't need to know.
Okay. So now I'm going to get into the difficult questions. Okay. You all, when you were first introduced, this is the first time that I have had to talk about this subject matter. And that is the LGBTQ, I believe, community. That was one of the
Close
things.
enough.
Okay.
It's a lot
Something like that.
initials. It's a lot.
But it was something that drew me into you all immediately because of that. Now we see on the show, you all have been very transparent and candid with it, with you having a relationship with Steven. And then you experienced some heartbreak with Steven. Caroline was your confidant, and then the two of you fell in love. Is that accurate? Would that be an accurate depiction?
So it is to a degree accurate. I think
Surface level, yes.
What you don't, I don't like to blame anything on editing, but what I will say is conveniently left out is they don't express the timeline well enough. They make it seem as if like Steve cheated, we broke up, and then I met Caroline all at the same time.
Yeah,
there was actually 2 years in between me and Steve breaking up and me even meeting Caroline and us and everything happening. So it's not.
Yeah.
But it's a better story the way they tell it on TV. But so no, there was there's a 2 years in between the two of them.
Okay. So when you all were at Friendsgiving, Caroline's friends were, asking or making different statements and stuff like that. How does that make you feel when you look back at the show to see sort of what people have said?
I have a really thick skin. So it's funny because
I think it's mainly the tracksuit.
If anybody follows me and watches my stories, you'll know that if anything, I got upset because I felt like that I was surprised at how nice and surface level I feel like everybody was being. So I thought there would have been meaner things being said. So I don't feel any type of way about anybody. I mean, everybody's got their opinion. And I know I damn well express mine all the time. So
he's very vocal.
So I let everybody have theirs too.
But you're vocal too, Caroline, just in a different kind of way.
She's very vocal.
I am. I think I'm a little bit more reserved to the, I guess, people I'm not with. Okay. But I do get a little feisty.
So now we saw you all at the Valentine's. You all were sharing a Valentine's Day dinner, and Caroline, you told Alex, "It's time out for this." Steven his ass got to go because every time we see Steven, he's on the phone, and every time we see you, Steven pops up. Now I know that was okay. I'm not going to assume. How difficult was that for you to have that conversation with Alex?
I think my resentment towards Steve kind of developed gradually over time. Like I think for the majority of our relationship. It never really bothered me.
I got to plug up.
So
Go on.
it's interesting to see it weekly and how they portray it as being so often that he calls.
So that was an exaggeration? So he wasn't calling as much as they.
No, I mean he definitely calls. Always calling. Always calling.
Yeah, so I'll say I think the best way to say it is like Steve definitely does call daily, but I mean obviously on days that we're filming there is an added layer of having to answer the FaceTime calls. Whereas like if he's to call now, I would more so just decline the call.
Decline.
So.
Oh, y'all have gotten to the decline level.
Sometimes.
Yes, it's probably a 50-50 now. We decline some calls, we answer some calls, but mostly decline.
So when you had that conversation with him, because as I said, Alex and Caroline, when you all are upset, I'm upset. When you all are crying, I'm crying.
He cries a lot, so I'm sorry.
Yes, and I'm hoping he's not gonna cry because I got these lashes on and they're barely on. So I'm hoping that he doesn't cry.
Your lashes look great. You look great.
Thank you. But I know that it was difficult for you to do it, even though it was 2 years, right? The separation was 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were driving in the car to go and meet Steve and Alex, I was barely breathing. And then when you got on the Rock of Gibraltar, Plymouth Rock, and you were sitting there waiting, right? My heart was palpitating because I didn't know how you were going to do it and what was going to be the result of it. And when I looked at it, I thought you were very gracious, but I was shocked as hell at what Stephen disclosed. How did you feel when you found out that Stephen was still holding out hope to be with you? That was shocking, Alex. You must.
I don't think I describe it as that.
I don't think that there's. So I feel like that's loaded because I don't feel like by the time we started filming the show that there were still feelings there.
So was that an edit? Was that an edit?
No, so what I'll say is we filmed for, I don't know, quite a few months, but closer with Steve being in quarantine, we didn't film with him until towards the end. So I feel like by the time that we had already started filming, there had been conversations on camera and off camera about, having to have boundaries and the validity of my relationship and pursuing this and going forward with this. So I think by the time that you just get him on camera interviewing, that's more of I was still holding out hope, not like he was still, I don't feel like in that very moment thinking like it could still work.
Yeah. Side note, my phone's about to die. I'm grabbing a charger.
Grab a charger. I don't think that I don't think he thinks that there's any.
Well, it for some reason it came off that way. And
I think they try to make it that way to make it a little bit juicier.
Well, it was juicy and it was shocking because I wasn't expecting him to say that.
But in all honesty, when we did stop dating, we never had like an official breakup. There was never a discussion about it. I literally just stopped talking to him. I blocked him. I moved from one apartment to another one. Like I just acted like he didn't exist. So I think essentially, hold on, I'm just trying to charge the phone.
Okay.
I can't see it. I'm sorry.
So is there a cat over there messing with something?
Yeah, Dorit.
Stop, Dorit. Sorry, guys. Cats.
Welcome to
Then we've got this. Oh my gosh, this charger is not having it with this automatic.
Okay,
sorry,
take your time.
We've got one of these new fancy like selfie sticks that There's also a tripod, and it like follows your face wherever you go. And it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much.
Okay.
It's too much.
I love that black wall.
Thank you. It's actually not even black. It's actually just a really dark brown. I wanted black, but everybody thought black was going to be too dark, so I went with dark brown, but it still looks black. So
Yes, it does.
It still works. It still works.
I love it. It's hot. Did she tend it to the cats?
No, she just went to use the restroom really quickly.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, what is the relationship now with Steven?
Me and Steve are still in a good place. We're still friends. We still talk, but we just don't. We are in different places in life, and that was another major contributing factor to us breaking up, is just wanting different things in life. Steve still likes to go out and, party and go to the bars and clubs and wants to drink, and have a fun time all the time. And Steve's older than me. Like, Steve's in his 30s already. And I'm like, that's not what I'm interested in doing anymore, because I did that, 19 through 24. So, we just kind of have different things in life. So we're not as close as we were, but he's still definitely a good friend. I still care about him, but we're just not as close as we were.
Okay. And so you had mentioned, I believe it was on the last episode, that you wanted Steven to be at the wedding.
That was one of those things of just like me joking, in production, edit that in there. Steve is definitely a friend. Steve is definitely more than welcome to come to the wedding. He'll probably get an invite as a guest. Yeah,
that's not what Caroline said. That is not what Caroline said. Did you watch the episode?
He's a possibility.
Depending on actually just COVID, the wedding, everything. It's gonna be probably a tight guest list, so I don't know. We'll see.
Is the wedding soon?
Hopefully
by the end of the year.
We have a date set that would be this year.
So you all got engaged when?
April.
Are we?
Okay.
It was actually supposed to be February, but it turned out to be April.
What's the color scheme?
Black and white.
No.
Yeah.
We're going traditional black and white.
With a little rose gold or champagne.
Yeah, we'll probably have like some champagne accents and stuff. But yeah, black and white.
Sort of like that picture that's behind y'all.
Exactly.
Yes.
Everyone has to wear a tracksuit.
Okay. No,
my mom doesn't know it yet, but she'll find out.
Here's another question that I wanted to ask. Do you believe, as a couple and as individuals, that you have broken a barrier in having a conversation about, what did you call it? What was it that you told your father that it was?
Oh, being a demisexual?
Do you believe you've broken a barrier by being on this show and shedding light on that?
I don't know. That's my least favorite episode to watch. I
won't watch it.
I won't watch that episode, actually. That was a really long filming day, and we probably filmed at my dad's house for maybe 4 hours, and that dinner was at least 2.5 of those hours.
Oh my gosh.
So I know that there's no possible way to be able to get, I feel like, an accurate account of that evening if you're just not there. It's just too.
Well, you weren't there for all of it.
It was a lot of conversation. So I totally understand from the entertainment aspect that the best part is at the end when I just get up and storm out. That's what makes it to TV. And I'm fine with that. That's what we signed up for. But there was so much more that I feel like was said and that was talked about that I wish the network had shown, that I feel like was more so important than the drama of maybe me storming out. But broken a barrier, I don't know. But if I've been able to help anybody with anything, feeling accepted, I'm super, super glad to do so.
You absolutely educated me, and I believe you've educated many of my subscribers. I'd never heard of it. And you know, we have a responsibility to educate ourselves about different things, right?
Dorit.
Dorit's right here. I don't know what that was. I literally have no clue what that was. The cat's right here.
It might be Steven.
Oh, your phone vibrated off the table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll call him back. It's my dad.
We have a responsibility, right, of educating ourselves, but you educated me, and I think you educated a lot of us. And you storming out of the house wasn't even important to me. What was important to me is that
it wasn't important to you.
no, it wasn't, because I understood the level of frustration, and I thought that you should have picked her up, right? But you all talked it over. I understood your level of frustration in trying to explain that to not only your family, but to the world. And so that's why I asked, did you believe that you broke a barrier? Because we've never seen this. I have never seen this before. Now, this may have been on an HBO or a Netflix show. I don't know. But for me, this was the first time that I'd ever seen this. And it was educational for me. And I think that you need to know that was important to us. It was important for us to see that. It really was.
I just want to say, I think Alexander is one of the most remarkable and brave and authentic people that not only to grace TV, but also just to exist. Because you are always true to yourself. And I think that shows.
It did. I ain't give a damn about you leaving out. Now, I ain't think you should leave, Caroline. But I'm telling you, when you explain what that was, and your family, you know, it appeared that your family still didn't get it. We got it. And there's a young lady that talks about, is it pan love or something like that?
Yeah.
And I think that we need to know so that we're sensitive. Because without having that education or knowing that they're, you know, that this is real, right? Because some people are probably like, oh, this is fake, you know, they're fake characters. But you can't fake what you went through that night. You can't fake the emotions of Caroline coming back and saying, you know, it's okay, just don't leave my ass again. You can't fake your family not understanding.
Yeah, it was an awkward ride home. Side note.
Oh, okay, because you had to go home with the producers, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, the PA, but
yeah.
No,
but
he's a producer.
It was so educational for
and
me.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super glad, because that is my least favorite episode.
No. I'm telling you, it was.
Mine is bomb. I won't watch that again.
Well, and like that's why I say it's hard. It's hard filming with your family, because it's my family. I'm a big personality, but I am the smallest personality in my family. Mm-hmm. So, exactly. Woo. And nobody ever believes me until they meet the rest of it. Nobody ever believes. You'll get a better glimpse this Sunday when you guys see more of Jessica, but I'm the smallest personality in my family.
Can confirm.
So
God.
It was a lot, and I just don't like. I mean, we fight. Me and my sisters, when we argue and fight, we fight big.
All the time.
So it was just it's not pleasurable to see it like as an outsider watching us argue. But yeah, so that's my least favorite episode. But I'm super glad that it is able to teach or educate or shed light on just,
You.
me, other people's beliefs.
And other
Things
people.
existing outside of like homo or heterosexuality.
Because a lot of us, unless we get educated, a lot of us just see it as black and white.
Yeah.
And you see gender roles and stuff like that. I mean, we don't educate ourselves like we should. And so we just see it as total black and white, and you brought color to it. In a way that I haven't seen anybody do that. And another thing, I'm not gonna get emotional.
Oh no, Auntie, don't cry.
I'm not.
You're gonna make me cry again. Can we curse on this? I'm so sorry.
But when you proposed to her and you were talking about just being insecure about it and about whether or not she was going to say yes, and you were just expressing your love, and we watched Caroline love you unconditionally. Like, Alex, I was done. Like, stick a fork in my fat ass. I was done because you were so vulnerable. I mean, just you all have been so transparent through this whole thing. Like I told you all before, I have not interviewed anybody in 2 years. And I had to reach out to you all. I had to, because I feel like I know you, and it's because of what you've displayed. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to both of you all for doing this show. I hope you all get a second season. I told my subscribers during my last review, if it wasn't for you all, I would not be watching this. And I asked in my comments, I asked them to leave a comment and say, and let me know if they wanted me to continue to do this. And overwhelmingly, they want me to continue to review this show if it comes back for a second season. Would you do a second season?
I don't know that we would fit the narrative of a second season. It's just you and me. There's a lot less X now. I mean, realistically, we've got a lot going on in our lives just with planning a wedding and our futures and our families, now, so. 2 cats, our careers outside of TV. So it's a lot that is still going on. So I don't know that we would necessarily fit the narrative of you, me, and my ex. Because like I said, we're also still just not as close to Steve. So.
But maybe.
Yeah, but still, we still need
still around.
You got a lot to give us. What the hell? You got a marriage you're planning, a wedding you're planning. You've got your lives that you're living. We don't give a damn about the ex. We just want to see you back.
That's the whole thing of the show, though. Steve's involved.
Maybe they'll give us our own show.
I think we just need to get Steve a girlfriend, and then it can be like.
Well, nobody
or
really
boyfriend
cares
or boyfriend.
I mean, we don't. I don't think we care that much about Steven's
Steve,
life.
Me either.
That's why I said.
Don't give a shit.
That's why I said we just need our own show.
Yeah, you absolutely need your own show. What have you learned from this experience?
Don't count anything out.
Wow.
I think that is. I would have never given you a second thought had we not had like a genuine friendship prior to being romantically involved. So even though it was something I never expected or thought would be a thing, I'm glad I wasn't completely against it immediately.
Wow, Caroline, that is deep as hell.
Oh shit, sorry.
Like that's no, seriously, that's deep, because you know what, you don't, again, educating me, you don't even think, I didn't even think about that side, because if you'd already known him, so I'm sure you had to go home and process, What the hell's going on here?
This motherfucker is gay,
Let me tell
right?
you.
Like, yeah, me
there
too.
There was a lot for everybody. There was a lot of processing before there was ever a camera crew. Trust me, there was a lot of processing.
We
both had to be like, what the hell is going on?
But I think that like comfortability and familiarness between the two of us really kind of shined through. Like it wasn't just a recent, fresh Steve is suddenly.
And one of the biggest things is just that I think that's qualities. They were real. There were qualities and attributes that I knew that I wanted in a person. Yeah. And Caroline,
you're a great person.
Caroline has all of those qualities on top of also being beautiful. And it was just, I don't know. So it all happened surprisingly, but I mean, I wouldn't change anything for the world. So.
Wow. I just love y'all. So Alex, what have you learned from this experience? What's your takeaway?
I would say,
don't cry, damn it. Do not.
No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
You better not. Just kidding.
I just think it's been, I don't know. I feel like the biggest takeaway is that we are all a lot more alike than we think. And realistically, we all just want to be accepted and loved. And I think not just our stories, but everybody else's stories, seeing what our loved ones said, you know, behind our backs, but to a camera. Just everything just taught you that, you know, we are still all a lot more alike than we realize. So it's been a fun, unique, interesting experience.
And you know, the thing about it is, one thing about Caroline is that when you had the ring upside down,
I had to tell him. Would you not?
She said, I am not going to let my boo be on here looking all jacked up. That damn ring is upside down.
You want to know what's so hilarious? It was so nerve-wracking just proposing and then let alone like on camera, because she really couldn't say no, that I didn't even realize that happened until watching it back on the show. Like I did not realize that happened until watching it back on the show.
But you know what, that just showed her love for you. She's like, you know, I gotta fix my man up. I cannot let my man be.
I got a lot
and he had a damn light on it, so the light was upside down, blinding everybody. And she said, it's upside down. Oh my God. Like I was like, oh my God. I love them. I'm so happy for you all. I love you all so much. I'm hoping that we can keep in contact.
You're my auntie now, so we have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Renee Ross said, I cried. It was a beautiful moment. Congrats to Alex and Caroline. Miss Betty said, we all need Alex and Caroline updates. Oh, yes. So Vancy said, oh my goodness. He said, I confirm she can't. What? Oh, I don't know who this person is. This is a troll. Is that a troll? I'm sure my moderators have already gotten them. So Toya said, the level of love and respect y'all have for each other is so genuine and beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's see what else someone said. Okay, let's see. Well, I think that they answered that question, but let's just see. So, None said, is Stephen willing to give you guys his blessing and leave you alone? I think they've answered that question, but you may have come into the room late.
Yes, Steve has given us his blessing. There's been a lot less Steve. We even declined some Steve calls, but yeah, Steve is over yonder living his life. We are still friends, but just not as close.
Zip codes away.
Zip codes away.
Okay, great. I think that is it. Is there any last words that you all have for us? Any spoilers? How many more episodes do we have?
Next Sunday is the season finale.
Yeah, Sunday is the finale.
Sunday is the finale.
So we tell our families. Lisa makes a reappearance to find out we're engaged.
Yes. Sunday's a good episode. You guys, I feel like
with everyone's story.
You get a little bit of
closure.
A little bit of closure. Maybe not with us. Actually, I feel like we probably just cracked the door for you guys. You guys are gonna get a lot of.
You gotta come back for another season.
Y'all are gonna get. I know y'all are gonna be so mad with the way we in the season too. So, but tune in Sunday because there's definitely we are gonna be just dropping bombs on everybody. So.
Yeah. We just thank you so much for liking us and supporting us.
And watching the show. And
it's really fun. Everyone's been really nice and supportive, which I think is something that I did not expect.
We did not expect it, but we've gotten a lot of
really.
And we thank all of you guys who are watching this live and watch the show for just all of the nice comments and the support and the love. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, we love you all. Thank you all so much for being willing to come and to interview with me. I know we was going back and forth. We all got a bunch of stuff going on, but I'm just ecstatic. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I'm hoping that you all come back for another season because we need to continue to see this love story. And one season isn't enough for us to know. And Instagram is not enough. You don't post enough. You don't post enough for us to find out the true tea. So I'm hoping, and I know you couldn't talk about it, even if you knew. But we
don't know anything, but
we need to have some kind of a tell-all, a reunion show. I mean, something. So
we will just leave you guys with you. You will see us. You'll definitely see us on TV again. You definitely will.
Maybe.
She said maybe.
I said maybe.
Maybe you guys will see us again. It might not be in the same capacity, but you guys will definitely see us again.
How dare you drop that like that and just leave me all thirsty in my mouth like give me more tea. Thank you all so much. Everybody, please shout them out. Send hearts and love and kisses. I see all of y'all hearts in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for to my subscribers for allowing me to do this show.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, sometimes, as a YouTuber, you get stuck in a little box. And they allowed me to do it. They were gracious. They looked at it. They commented. They looked at the show. And my motto has always been, you don't have to buy Discovery Plus because I have. So I buy Discovery Plus and I decide.
Are we on Discovery Plus? Oh, they didn't tell us that. We originally, when we started, we weren't on Discovery
Plus. He's just kidding.
Plus.
We knew that.
We were on TLC and TLC Go from like day one, but the Discovery Plus I think must have came later. So.
And I decided, but if they would like to send us a subscription
to bring this show, and I'm glad that I did. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna meet you all backstage. Thank you to everybody who was here tonight. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you so much for the super chat, and a special thank you to my moderators who always keep the chat nice and safe so that everybody can be able to share, comment, and all of that. If you have not already subscribed, make sure you do so. And here's the kicker. If you have already been on this channel 2 times, bitch, you're at home. You might as well hit that damn subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Okay. Love you all. Say bye, y'all.
Bye. Thank you.
We love you. Bye.